misinformation and disinformation is carrying people to believe things that are untrue. And therefore, while not forcing anyone to get vaccinated, the bottom line, proof of vaccination will be required by no later than the end of this month for all federal employees. And by mid-November, enforcement measures in place will make sure that everyone is vaccinated.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen across our beautiful country of Canada, our friends south of the border in the United States of America, across the pond in Europe, Africa, Middle East, Asia, India, China, Russia, Ukraine, Africa, I think, Japan, Korea, New Zealand, Australia, South America, Central America, Mexico. That's part of North America, if you can believe it. We're lucky to have Mexico as part of North America. It's been very easy to vacation there until all the crap hit the wall with this little old pandemic and all the rules. Now, today I've been thinking, well, not today, it's been over a week I've been thinking and working on our Charter of Rights and Freedoms in Canada. And what I gotta say about that is we are almost, maybe we are totally identical to what the US has in their Constitution.
No, you will not. No, you will not.
You're one of them.
I'm not. One of them? What does that mean? What?
You cannot be in here filming us.
Yes,
You need to
I'm.
turn the camera off.
I'm not going to turn the camera off, ma'am. That's not going to happen.
All of us in here do not
Yeah,
want to be a part
can we
of that.
de-escalate the situation? Please explain to them that they're in public and that no one's bothering you. You involved yourself in the story and stop creating a disturbance and nothing would have happened. But your policy doesn't trump my rights or the law. Respectfully, sir. We are here today, as always, to peacefully exercise our First Amendment right to film in public and publicly accessible areas, to promote transparency and accountability within our government, and to ensure that our public servants respect our rights and treat us with respect. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so we're just walking in here. Let's take a look around the facility. There goes our friendly reminder that they're always recording us, even though it always seems to be an issue when we record them. I'm okay, thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it. I'm sorry, ma'am? Where am I from? Where am I from, or who do I work for? I work for myself, ma'am.
Okay, why are you filming our facility?
Oh yeah, I'm taking some pictures and video of the facility. That's correct, ma'am.
Why?
Oh, because that's my job. Okay, that's my job. Thanks. Hang tight. Are you calling somebody or? Huh? Stay here? For what?
What's going on?
Oh, I'm not sure.
And I'm just trying to figure out why. Did you know anything about this gentleman coming in?
No.
Who are you, sir?
Scott.
Scott?
Taylor.
Are you?
What can I help you with?
Do you work for the
Yes, I do.
MVA?
Yes, I do.
In what capacity, sir?
Manager.
Manager. Okay. No, there's no. I don't have an issue here.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm just curious why you're filming.
I told you it's my job, ma'am. I told you that already.
And who do you work for?
Myself. I told you that as well.
For what?
Who are you?
purpose
Who are you,
you-
ma'am? Who are you?
What purpose are you filming?
Who
our
are you, ma'am?
facility?
Okay, who are you, ma'am?
When you turn the camera off, I'll talk to you.
Okay, then I don't want to talk to you either. Great.
Then you need to turn the camera off.
No, I don't need to do anything that you're telling me to do, ma'am. Respectfully.
In a state-run facility, you cannot be taking pictures.
In a state-run facility, you cannot take pictures.
Correct.
Why is that?
Because it's against the law.
It's against the law.
Yes.
Why would it be against the law?
Sir,
I'm asking you serious questions. I don't understand. You know, I didn't come in here bothering you, ma'am.
do you work for?
I told you I work for myself.
I understand you work
Okay.
for yourself. What kind of company is it?
A news gathering agency, ma'am.
Okay. You cannot be in here filming us.
Yes,
You need to
I'm.
turn the camera off.
I'm not going to turn the camera off, ma'am. That's not going to happen.
Meaning that I'm watching a Long Island audit, and it's a really neat guy, Sean. And what makes him really neat to me is that he knows the law, and he never raises his voice and addresses people by their job, by their rank, you know, sergeant in the police or lieutenant or whatever. He's very polite, which you have to be. Do not inflame the situation. It's just not worth it. So he doesn't inflame the situation, but he knows that he has a right to go into public buildings. It doesn't matter if it's a library, it's a motor vehicle branch, if it's a city hall. It doesn't matter if they have their little signs out there, no public, no recording or whatever.
Manager, this is his office over here. It's funny, Scott doesn't like cameras, but he has one right in his office, right there.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm just taking some pictures and video, ma'am.
I don't. Are you supposed to be doing that?
Am I supposed to be taking pictures and video? I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to be taking pictures and video.
Oh,
There's nothing wrong with taking pictures and video.
I believe there is.
Do you think there is something wrong with it? What would be wrong with it?
That you're not supposed to be taking
Pictures and video?
Is this work related? Or
Yeah, it's work related.
For what?
Oh, I work for myself.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you can't do that. So
I can't do that?
Yeah, hold up 1 second.
Yeah, I already talked to Scott.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's saying the same. He must have trained you. He's saying the same kind of things that you said.
Yeah.
That I can't, and I try and explain to him that I can.
So he told you that.
Yeah, that
you
I
could-
can't. No, he
Okay.
told me that I can't.
Yeah.
He told me to stop recording.
Then why are you still recording?
Oh, because I don't need to listen to Scott. I don't work for Scott, and
Yeah.
I work for myself, and it's a constitutional right to record. I'm news gathering.
What do you mean your news gallery?
I'm news gathering
For what?
for my company,
Which is.
a company that I own.
All right. Well, how about have a seat? Don't bit here. Let me close this door here because.
Yeah, you can close
Yeah.
the door. I'm not going to get in your way of closing the door. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
Those in the USA are unconstitutional, with the caveat that you don't go filming in restricted areas. However, let's say you go into a motor vehicle branch. First of all, none of the people in there have any expectation of privacy. You know, they can't tell you to shut off the camera, don't record me. You're not going to focus in on any one person to get him. But if they engage you in a conversation, I am going to put up one of the videos. I mean, I've seen so many. And not just his, but other people in the US are doing this and have been doing it for many years. There's even a chap in Canada doing it. Not quite the same.
I don't understand why you're doing this.
I just told you, ma'am, I'm news gathering. Can I get your
For
name?
what?
Can I get your name?
No, you may not.
Okay, so
Can I get yours? Let me have
Well,
a card.
I mean-
Mr. News Gatherer.
you're the one that works for the public, right? I don't. So you should be nice enough. First of all, number one, you came up to me. Number
Well,
two,
that's because I see that you're taking pictures, and I was just asking you what you were doing.
yeah, so it would be polite to identify yourself as a member of the public, as a member of a that works for the public. You work for the public, and I'm the public, and I'm asking for your name, especially because you came up to me and you're telling me that what I'm doing is
because
illegal.
I see that you're walking around taking pictures, and
Yeah.
I saw you filming inside a private office.
Yeah, the door was open, and I realized that it was his office, Scott's office over here. So I thought it was ironic that he wanted me to stop recording and that there was a camera in his office. I thought that was ironic.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Sir, how can I help you?
So it's looking like General Manager Scott is calling the authorities. Don't know why. Alright guys, so looks like law enforcement has arrived. Hopefully they're educated on our constitutional rights. And we have no issues.
Hello, sir.
Hey, how are you?
Living a dream, trying to stay out of trouble.
Me too. Me too.
So I happened to receive a phone call. A few people were just a a little cautious because they happen to say that you happen to be standing outside with your camera and everything like that, which obviously having a camera is not against the law for you to have a camera out or anything like that. You go ahead and walk by, sir. But I'm just coming out just to make sure that everything's okay.
Yeah. First, would you mind giving me your name and badge number, Trooper?
Trooper Williams, Maryland State Police, like I said to you before.
Oh, I didn't hear
Badge
you.
number is 7381.
I'm sorry, Trooper.
Do you happen to have your ID on you?
I do. I just don't give it unless I've broken the law, sir.
Okay. Well, due to the circumstances that's occurring, I have to make sure that I identify those whom I wish I'm speaking to, because in the event, let's say, God forbid, you happen to be someone who happens to have a felony warrant against you or something like that, I need to be able to go ahead and do what I would have to in the aspect of my job, which would be affecting the arrest if you do happen to have a warrant. But the best way to completely rule that out, to avoid any type of like miscommunications or anything of the sort, I would just have to easily just get your name, date of birth, that's it. Or you can just give me your ID, I can read off the sound decks, and I can literally give it right back to you. Everything's done, it's taken care of.
Yeah. So my one issue with that is that I haven't broken the law. So unless I've broken the law, I don't hand over any identifying information. And if you believe that you have a right to do that, I would only politely ask, Trooper, that we call a supervisor to the scene, so that way we can clarify your authority in demanding ID from a law-abiding citizen who's not breaking any laws.
Well, I've already explained to you what the policy is for us in reference to my job.
I understand your policy must.
You contact with someone.
I'm sure your policy does state that you should identify people that you make contact with.
Yes.
But your policy doesn't trump my rights or the law. Respectfully, sir. Respectfully, Trooper. It doesn't trump the law. I don't have to identify myself to you because I have not broken any laws. You said I'm not breaking any laws yourself, so that means I do not have to identify myself to you, and I am not going to.
Okay. So my question at this point would be, what is the significance of you standing outside with a camera and video recording people?
Oh yeah, I'm standing outside with a camera. I'm video recording the facility here, in and out of the facility, the public facility here.
You didn't tell me the reason why.
Oh, the reason why.
What you were doing,
yeah.
but you didn't tell me why.
Okay, the reason why is that I'm an independent journalist. I'm working on a story on the NVA here.
What is the story that you're working on? Like, what is the context of the story?
Oh, I can't get into that. I can't divulge the information, any specifics, because it might compromise my story.
Okay, so.
But I will tell you that I'm an independent journalist, and you identified yourself. I will tell you my name is Sean.
Identify you as a journalist, because
no,
you're
there's
saying that
no
you're
way.
a journalist, but think of it like this: if I were to tell someone I am a clown,
yeah,
on my time off, I'm a clown.
Yep.
I work for blah blah blah. Okay, do you have a business card? Do you happen to have a company in which that you can work to that we can go ahead and make a phone call to verify that you are this person that you're saying that you are?
Yeah.
See where the issue comes into play. Hence the reason why I asked you previously for your information, because it would be easier for me to be able to disclose exactly.
So my
who you
ID
are.
would not. Giving you my ID would not.
Your ID will allow
would not tell me. Would not tell you that I'm an independent journalist.
No. You're not. Listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Your ID would allow me to identify who you are in the aspect of who are you.
Yeah.
It's not going to identify your job.
My name's Sean.
But, okay, Sean.
Yeah, my name's Sean.
Okay, no problem. SHAW.
You identified yourself, so I'll identify. My name is Sean.
Okay, no problem. I appreciate that, Sean. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
no problem.
SEAN.
SEAN. Yeah.
Okay. Last name?
It's just Sean.
Just Sean?
It's just Sean.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Easy day, man.
Yeah.
Easy day.
Just Sean.
So with that being said, like I said, it would make it easier for me to be able to identify you.
Yeah.
So bare minimum, because if you're telling me again that you are a journalist, okay, do you have any credentials with you? Do you have?
You should just. There is no credentials, because at the end of the day, you know, there is no state agency in Maryland or the United States government that hands out.
Come off of the,
that hands out. There is nothing there is no agency, government agency, that hands out press credentials. I can go to, you know, Staples right now and print out something that says press credentials, but I think that's silly, because our press credentials. Let me finish, please. Let me finish. Let me finish, please, because press credentials, that would kind of be invalidating the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. We have the freedom of press. You do too, Trooper. We all have freedom of press. I am just news gathering for my company, and that's it. My company is, I cannot divulge that information because it might compromise my story, Trooper.
Okay, so again, you're stating that you're outside recording the entrance of the NVA for purposes in relation to a story, but you can't disclose who.
Correct. Just like if you were conducting an investigation.
I'm trying to make sure I got
okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
You can't disclose who you work for.
Yep.
You cannot disclose the context of the story. Correct.
Correct.
You cannot tell me anything in relation to where it's going to be posted or anything like that. Correct.
Correct.
So my question at this point, reasonably speaking, how would I be able to take your word? Because
why wouldn't you be able to?
So with that being said, people have malicious reasons on why they tell people fabricated stories. It happens all day, every day. I'm
sure
not
it
saying
does.
that you are doing it, but at the same time, I don't know. So I'm being put into a situation where at this point
You can't confirm.
Exactly.
Okay.
See what I'm saying
but,
here?
So
all I'm trying to do is I'm trying to keep anybody from getting in trouble.
Gotcha.
I'm just trying to make it okay, cool. If you're here and you're trying to document a story because you have something that you're trying to go ahead and report on, cool, fine, dandy. Easiest way for me to be able to be like, hey, look, this is what he's doing, this is why he's outside. And then at that point, nobody has to have any like raised awareness or anything like that.
Yeah.
I can easily take care of that for you. But with you not giving me that information, I can't do that for you. See what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying, but at the end of the day, what I want you to understand is that your authority as a Maryland State Trooper gives you like a tool belt, like the one you're wearing, right? You have a tool belt. You have certain authorities that you can exert. One, demanding ID or even forcing me to give you my ID is not one of them. So, and not believing me, is I can't help you if you think I'm a liar. I'm not saying you saying that, but I'm just saying if you think that I'm a liar, I can't help you. Yeah, sure.
I'm not cutting you off.
Sure. You are cutting me off.
But it's an interesting thing in the U.S. And if they try to get him to stop filming, it's an infringement on his civil rights. He has gone to court where he's been removed from a building by police who aren't educated on the Constitution, etc. So that got me interested about Canada. I know I'm going all over the place. I don't have a script. I don't have somebody to the side like Joe Biden handing me a note that, oh, you got food on your lip or whatever.
For the advisor of President Joe Biden, who noticed the Commander-in-Chief saving a little snack for later while in a meeting yesterday. He was made aware of some food on his face after being slipped a note that says, "Sir, there is something on your chin." The president can then be seen wiping his face and inspecting food before popping it back in his mouth.
No.
Oh, stop.
Ew.
Did you make that last bit up?
I'm going on the great faith of our newsroom.
What was it? It might have been dandruff and not food.
Oh.
Now he's eating it.
Wow.
It's a little bit of a cheeseburger.
In Canada, our Charter of Rights and Freedoms are, from I've seen, virtually identical to the U.S. Constitution. In Canada, can you videotape in public in Canada? There is no criminal sanction against photographing or filming people or property open to public view. The criminal code only applies to the use of video surveillance equipment if it is used to intercept private communication. What is considered public space in Canada? Criminal Code of Canada, Section 2132. In this section, public place includes any place to which the public have access as of right or by invitation, expressed or implied, and any motor vehicle located in a public place in any place open to the public, like garages. Is a government office a public space? Privately owned, publicly accessible areas, including shopping malls, plazas in front of commercial buildings, and some gardens and pedestrian walkways. Government-owned public space includes government buildings, parks and trails, libraries, post offices, and public housing. Government or public facility means a facility or conveyance, whether permanent or temporary, that is used or occupied in connection with their official duties by representatives of a state member of a government, members of legislature, members of judiciary, or officials or employees of a state or any other public authority or public entity, or by officials or employees of an intergovernmental organization. Municipality includes the corporation of a city, town, village, county, township, parish, or other territorial or local divisions of a province. the inhabitants of which are incorporated or are entitled to hold property collectively for a public purpose. Infrastructure facility means a publicly or privately owned facility that provides or distributes services for the benefit of the public, including services relating to water, sewage, energy, fuel, and communications. Is it illegal to take a video of someone without consent? It is not illegal to record someone without their consent in a public place if they are visible and audible, especially if they don't have a reasonable expectation of privacy. But in a private setting, such as a bathroom or changing area, recording someone without their knowledge is illegal. That's self-explanatory. I hope more people in Canada learn their rights, and not from me. Look it up. You know, the Constitution and Charter of Rights and Freedoms is on the internet. It's not rocket science. Look up all your rights and apply them. That's what they're there for. And heaven forbid, if one day, because of some people complaining that they're taking my picture, I don't want my picture taken, they decide that you can't do it. So the only entity that will be still filming and recording about people will be private institutions, presumably large ones that, spy on their employees or customers. Walmart's got cameras all over the place. And the government. And do you really want surveillance of people in the hands of corporations and the government? Hello? Absolutely. Under the Constitution, he has a right to go in and film.
He doesn't want to hear it. This trooper does not want to hear it whatsoever.
A lot of people aren't aware of their rights and freedoms. I mean, geez, Trudeau walked all over them.
He does not want to hear it at all.
Government officials walk all over them.
Your policy does not trump my rights.
Absolutely.
Right, so, the trooper is speaking with the general manager over here.
Now, I'm not going to show the whole thing.
Oh, you're not part of the video. Why would you be part of it? Yeah. Excuse me, sir? Oh, I'm a journalist. I'm working on a story. This is a public building. Do you see all the cameras around you? That means you're always being recorded. I'm sorry? So why would you involve yourself in the video then? Does that make sense? I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. One of them? What does that mean? What does that mean, one of them? A free American exercising his rights? What does that mean, one of them? What does that mean, I'm one of them? Yeah, I would. Hey, trooper, how are you? I would only ask. Thank you. Yeah, no problem. Oh, you can record, but I can't.
People are so scared.
Yeah, can we de-escalate the situation? Because these guys are unruly and causing a scene.
They've become chickens.
Please explain to them that they're in public and that no one's bothering you. You involved yourself in the story, and stop creating a disturbance, and nothing would have happened. You are. You are being recorded everywhere.
I understand.
Oh, you understand those cameras.
This is not acceptable.
Ma'am, you weren't part of the story, so you involved yourself in the story. Neither were you.
She's okay with the government camera. Who knows where it goes,
Yeah.
face recognition and stuff like that. But not with a private individual. What's wrong with that?
You are literally talking to the person with the video camera. Why?
They're not educated.
Why? He has a camera. What's wrong with his camera? Do you want to be on? They don't want to be on your camera, trooper.
I imagine I'm going to encounter that in British Columbia.
Protecting him and protecting me.
This camera's protecting me. Okay, this camera's protecting
And many
me.
other places to come.
Yeah, I mean, I have no problem. No problem. I have no problem speaking with you. They're thinking that I'm trying to harass you, and I'm not. And you know that. And maybe if you opened your mind a little bit, you guys would realize that too. Yeah, close-minded. Close-minded.
So
No, you will not. No, you will not. No, you will not.
come with me. Come with me.
Tough guy in front of the cops.
Yeah,
right?
there's
Come on,
always
man.
a tough guy.
All right. So
Doesn't know his rights or lack of them.
I'm working on I'm news gathering for a story here at the NVA, sir. That's what I'm doing.
So, like I said, I'm just trying to figure out exactly what is it that is potential. Because, see, for example,
No.
we have people who are starting to become
I understand.
and irritated.
And I would-
Because I would say this to you. This is what I would say to you. Yes, everybody has the right to freedom of speech. Yes, you have the right to have your camera, and if you want to record something, you can. Yes. But at the same time, if someone is specifically stating to you, hey, I'm asking for you not to violate my privacy because you don't know the reason why.
No.
Sir, let me speak. Let me speak, please. Let me speak. I heard what you said, and all I'm going to say is none of them were on the camera. None of them were part of the story until they made themselves part of the story.
Well,
You understand?
This is what I'm saying to you.
How you doing, sir? How are you?
You got some business here? I'm not kicking you out.
No, sir. I'm not. I'm sorry. I know you said Bill Stone.
Yeah, Bill
Okay.
Stone.
Nice to meet you. My name is Sean. Yeah. No. I'm news gathering here. I'm just taking some pictures and video of the signs, the area over here. That's it. I'm just working on a story here. That's all.
You got like YouTube or something?
Yes, sir. I have publications across everything. I promise you, I'll send it to you. I can't tell you right now because it might compromise my story, but I promise I'll send it to you. If you got a card, do you have a card? You don't have a card?
No, sorry.
All right. Well, I'll make sure you guys get it.
All right, well, you have a good one.
You
all right?
too. You guys take care and stay safe out there, all right? You too.
And the issue is solved. The police have left. People now know their rights a little better. And, you know, it should be taught in school instead of teaching kids that, oh, you want to be trans? Well, go ahead. Oh, you can do whatever. Like, you can become, oh, give me a break. You know, schools are indoctrinating the young people and not teaching them. Anyway, I'm going to have a lot more to come on this because the only way we're ever going to regain control of our government, our lives, is if we do it. Take control. Don't leave it up to them to decide for you.